Hello everybody, my name is Luke Marr and this is Hot Mode, and today on Hot Mode we are going to be looking at all of the People's Choices from the People's Choice Awards 2018's red carpet. Yeah, the people make choices and we judge them thoroughly. I obviously did not watch the award show because who has time for that, but we're just gonna get right into the red carpet. So first up is Ayesha Jade. Now, I wanted to talk about this dress because actually I really enjoy this dress, except for the fact that there is this awful floral embroidery that's ruining this otherwise gorgeous dress. Now, I really enjoy the fact that it's a simple little cream bodysuit, and on top of that is a beautiful embroidered caged sheer overlay. I love the way that it fits to her body. I love the way that it gives her a beautiful hourglass shape and then falls and then, you know, sort of juts out right at the bottom of the dress, but then it is ruined because it's covered up by all of these awful, ugly flowers. Also, I love these bags. I believe that they're like Brioni or something like that. They're always at a Dover Street Market whenever I'm there, and I'm like, oh my god, these are so gorgeous, I love them. They're beautiful. But yeah, I just think that the floral embroidery just throws the whole thing off. I don't really understand who thought like, oh yeah, let's just put this floral embroidery on. That literally does not complement the colors of the dress whatsoever. Next up is Amber Valetta, and she's wearing Victoria Beckham. We'll get into her later. Victoria Beckham is being honored as like a fashion icon award. Again, People's Choices. This isn't a great dress to show off being a fashion icon. Like, yes, is it in like a nice jersey that fits her body, sort of? Yeah, but let's be real. This over-the-top overlay origami situation on the side is just not necessary. It's not flattering. It takes away the figure of the dress. And it's like, oh girl, you like sewed the fabric asymmetrically. And it's not like, oh girl, you sewed the fabric asymmetrically, it looks amazing. It's like, oh girl, did you realize that you sewed the fabric asymmetrically? Next up is BTS, and they are wearing all Gucci looks. I'm gonna be honest, there are 7 of them. I don't know any of their names. I apologize. Will I learn them? Probably, just not right now. So starting from the far left and moving right, I actually don't mind this look all that much. I think it's kind of cute. I think it's dressed up, but it's also casual. It's like casual dress. I enjoy it. Not much to it. Next up is this little Gucci stabbed heart shirt. Then you have a jean and a black Gucci belt. Fine. White shoes, fine. Again, it's not really like amazing. Next, you have somebody actually making a very good argument for the blazerless suit. I like that it's a 2-piece suit and you're minusing the blazer. Normally a 2-piece suit is a blazer and a pair of pants, but I like the fact that there's a vest. I actually think it looks kind of cool. I think it's dressed up, but it's really casual, and I hate vests. So this is actually very well done. I appreciate it. Next, I don't know if the stripes are like necessarily the best thing ever. And I think we're also continuing on with that whole suit trend. I think we've taken the pants from one look, the blazer from another look, the shoes from the other look, and then you put a striped shirt under it and we're like, bingo. I don't know if it works all that well. Personally, I just don't think rugby stripes are chic. Next up, you have this young man wearing this over-the-top tiger lion shirt. It's colored all different colors. It's a Hawaiian shirt. I appreciate that. I personally think the Gucci loafers are really, really hard to pull off, and you have to have the perfect pair of pants in order to do it. Otherwise, it's just not gonna work. And these oversized jeans with the Gucci loafers just is not working. Next up, you have a little bandana moment, which I appreciate. I'm into that. I actually like this light blue shirt. I like the little flying tigers on it. I actually like the black pants, black shoes combo. I don't always think that like a light blue and a black will work, but this seems to be a moment. I'm okay with it. You have like a schoolboy blazer, and then you have a yellow Gucci t-shirt, black Gucci belt. It's bigger, it's over the top, it's overstated. I like the way these jeans fit, and honestly, I don't hate those Gucci loafers all that much. I don't like the little flowers on them, but I do like the little plaid. I think it's cute. So yeah, BTS, considering you all have to look like semi the same, I assume, and you have to differentiate your Gucci's. I don't think it was that bad of an outing. Next up is Busy Phillips, and she's wearing Christian Siriano. So she looks like a flamenco dancer, let's just be honest. I actually don't mind the skirt all that much. I like a big over-the-top tulle skirt. Normally, I only like over-the-top tulle when it's from two people, Molly Goddard or Simone Rocha. But in this case, I think that the layers are layered very nicely. I think it's really demure. I think it's really cute. I don't know if I love the turtleneck, and maybe I would love the turtleneck more if there was not that gigantic gaudy necklace on top. The bag is yikes, to say the least. And is that a floral Doc Marten eye spot? Cause girl, don't. Next up is Camilla Mendes, and she's wearing Etro, and honestly, I actually kind of appreciate that she seems to try a lot, but this look is not it. And I don't think it's Camilla's fault. I actually think it's the way that the dress is made. It just does not hold a shape. Obviously, I think on top where the bust is, I think it's really good. It's not super flattering, but you know, at least it's holding a shape. And then it kind of nips into the waist, hits the hips, and then just falls. It's like a game of Amelia Earhart. Where's her body? I don't know. It's just not great. Next up is Chrissy Teigen, and honestly, she's serving me early 2000s realness. I don't know why, but I can't stop thinking of Nicole Richie wearing something like this in 2004. And I kind of like it. It's different from what we normally get from Chrissy Teigen, which I appreciate. Normally you get a bodycon gown. It's not really amazing. It's full of over-the-top embroidery, which is me. But this, I think, is actually kind of nice. It's very casual for Chrissy Teigen. It's not the most amazing sequin design dress, but we will take what we can get. Next up is Courtney Act. Baby, what is that? This is why we don't use costume designers. Everybody, including all of the YouTubers, stop using costume designers. They are not making you pieces that work. This is a disaster. The thing about a full fringe dress is you can't normally belt it. You have to let the fringe just go wild. It's just what happens. Also, I don't think fringe dresses with big sleeves that are over the top drooping are helpful either. If Sean from Project Runway taught you anything, a beautiful slip dress with an amazing amount of fringe is gorgeous. It's simple, it's beautiful, but you can't let fringe overtake your life like this. And then it's not just a white fringe, then there's full gay pride going down the sleeve and then cutting right under her vagina. I just don't think it is a great life choice, and I don't think the people would have chose this. Next up is Danai Gurira Danai. I don't know. I love her in Black Panther, so whatever she says, I'm here for it. But this bra collection dress should have never, ever, ever seen the light of a runway, let alone seen the light of a red carpet. There are so many filtration systems that should have stopped this abomination, but they didn't. Somebody from Bra Collection put it in the collection. Her stylist pulled it. Her stylist put it on her. She wore it. Somebody really needs to stop this. Next up is Darren Criss, and the suit's just boring. It's just boring. And I don't really think it fits beautifully either. I'm not saying that has to fit a glove. You know what? Maybe my problem is not the fitting. I think it's just the colors. I think that dark gray is mute, mundane, monotonous, melancholy. Yeah, it's just not interesting. And he's a young, sexy man. Don't you think you would put yourself in something interesting and bold and the last thing you did was that Versace thing, and I don't know how many jobs are coming down the line. So you want to kind of stand out. I don't want you to stand out like Frankie Grande. I just want you to stand out. Next up is Giuliana Rancic, and I just want to point out that she was on Fashion Police for years. Somebody explain. There's a reason it got canceled after Joan. Next up is Harry Shum Jr. And I want to congratulate Harry on actually trying. This is interesting. It's not the same two-piece men's suit with a shirt underneath and a tie. It's actually different. It actually is encompassing multiple textures, fabrics, colors. It's actually interesting. I really like this blazer on him. I think it fits really, really beautifully. I like the print. I think it's really good. I actually really love the way that it fits on him. I think the pants fit wonderfully, and I like the shoes. Like, I don't like the shoes, but I like that he's wearing a white sneaker. It's very casual. It's very nice. Nice, but it's not dressed to the nines, because that's not necessary. Next up is Jackie Aina, but I want to talk about this because I actually enjoy this Versace look. Now, before you comment, I want to say that if you look at the runway look from this Versace collection, and then you look at how Jackie is wearing it, Jackie actually is wearing it better than how it was styled on the runway. I really love that she just took the coat from the look and put an oversized Versace belt, cinched it. It's beautiful. I think it shows off her body really, really well. I love the sharp shoulders. I love how it accentuates her cleavage. I just think that it was styled better than the runway, and so Jackie Aina, I congratulate you because Michael Korsacci could never. Next up is Khloe Kardashian. Khloe, honey, I know. When I was looking at the look at first, I was like, okay, well, like the top fits her nicely, but now that I'm looking again and I'm like, no, it doesn't. It's just wrinkly. Like, why does the fabric look like that? It just looks like it wasn't draped all that well, and I don't love that for her or for anybody. It's just not a great look. On the left side, I'm like, oh, okay, like, it's a beautiful dress. I really like it. And then on the right side, I'm like, oh God, what's happening? Why is there a gigantic slit like that? But then there's origami on top to cover that the slit is a slit. Like, it's just not necessary. I don't know why I've been seeing so much of this like origami, heat pressed design. You saw it at Calvin Klein, you're seeing it here. Khloe has a banging body. She works very hard at it. She's not even really that funny anymore in the show because she's all healthy and stuff. But if you're gonna be healthy and beautiful and amazing and have a great body, like, don't wear that. Also, don't recreate it for the Kardashian Kohl's collection, Sears or whatever it is. Next up is Kim in Jean Paul Gaultier. Normally when I see Jean Paul Gaultier, it's vintage, but I didn't see that it said vintage anywhere. And I also don't think that vintage Jean Paul Gaultier was making clothes that would have fit Kim Kardashian. So I think this is custom. And she's actually been working with Rick Owens, doing a lot of custom work, which you never see Rick Owens on a red carpet ever. Jean Paul Gaultier, which again, like, when do you ever see Jean Paul Gaultier on a red carpet? So I appreciate this. I love the sheer printed moment. It's like a Jean Paul Gaultier classic. We love it, we stan it. I actually think that it also think that it seems to really have been designed with her body in mind, because I love the way that the lines get larger on the breasts and then kind of go back to being really skinny on the stomach. It like gives a little blueprint of her body, and I love it. And I love the way that they get wider on the hips too. I think this is a really good Kim fashion moment that honestly is kind of like wasted. I want to see more of this Kim Kardashian. Next up, Mila Kunis is wearing Alex Perry, and I've been seeing a lot of Alex Perry on the red carpet. I don't mind the dress. It's very simple, black dress, nice little spaghetti strap moment. I actually kind of like that there are two spaghetti straps. But yeah, very simple dress. I like this for Mila Kunis. It's gorgeous, it's casual, it's nice. Next up is Lala Kent. I actually really like this dress. I know it's like, how do I word this politically correct? Instagram thoughty, but Instagram thought couture. I do like it. I have to say, I really do like the dress. I like the way that the dress has actually an interesting concept and an interesting design. It's sheer, but it also has this beautiful gold metallic jutting in and out. It looks like sand. That's what it looks like. The one thing I will complain about though is the black band around her waist. I know that they need that to cinch the waist, but I just think that like it doesn't do any justice to the dress. I just think it's like a weird thing to see, especially when like half of the dress is supposed to be this beautiful sheer and then the other half of this dress is supposed to be in this beautiful like gold. I just don't think that that black band is helpful, and I think that we could find a way to fix that. Just saying. Next up is Maddie Pope, but I want to talk about this because I actually really like this silhouette for women, and I just really like this dress. I love this silhouette. I think it's very princessy, debutante, like 1940s and 1950s, pre-Dior's new look. but I really like it. I feel like it's actually very modern. It's not old and sad and saggy. I think that the print also helps with this. It does really lighten it up and make it feel fresh and young. And I just think that it actually is a really great silhouette. And I really wish more women maybe would wear it. I don't wish more women would wear it, but I do wish that we saw it a little bit more, because I do think that there is a lot to play with when it comes to a silhouette like this. Next up is Melissa McCarthy, and again, really like this look. Very good. She's wearing like a black turtlenecky bodysuit. I think that always is a great way to slim yourself down if that's what you're looking to do. And I love the way that she's wearing this beautiful coat. I think that she actually designs her own brand because she couldn't find clothes for plus size women from designers. Go the fuck off, do your thing. I love this jacket. I love the way that it hits right at the breast and then flares back out. I think it's a great way to give a really nice shape. I love the sleeves. They're sort of bell sleeves. They get bigger as they go down. I'm just really proud of Melissa McCarthy because like she looks really, really good. I think she's styled really well. I think it's designed really well. And if anybody's like, you can't dress plus size women, like they're not gonna look good or whatever, like this is an example of how you can dress plus size women. If Cristobal Balenciaga can make the crazy, outrageous, insane shit that he used to make, somebody can make beautiful, flattering clothes for bigger women. It's possible, so I don't want to hear that excuse. Next up is Rita, and I don't like this at all. And the reason is because this is not how somebody should ever, ever, ever dress. And this is another example of plus size women not getting clothes that are made for them. And it's a problem because this really looks like somebody just went to Joann's Fabrics, took fabric off the wall, wrapped it around her body and was like, here. And I don't think that that's necessary. Melissa McCarthy, Rita, hook it up, make it happen, do something. I think the colors are a lot, but I think that if it was in a nicer fabric and if it was in a nicer silhouette, I think that she would be able to pull it off much better. But I don't love the sheer blue bell sleeves. I don't love that the fabric and the skirt match. I don't love that there's not really a shape anywhere at all. I hate the way that the skirt hits the floor. It's just not good. I'll be grateful that it's hemmed, I guess. That's what I'm happy about. Next up is Rita Ora. She's wearing Atelier Versace, and I actually don't mind the look. The thing is, I actually saw a side-by-side of the Atelier Versace look when it was shot and Rita Ora's version. Thank God for Red Carpet Roundup, because what would I do without them? The thing is, the Versace fabric seemed like it was in a heavier, more matte fabric, and I think that that actually was really beneficial because you could see the gold leaf imprint much more clearly. But the thing is, Rita Ora is wearing this velvet, which by itself would be gorgeous and amazing. I think it should have been a little bit darker, but besides that, I love the silhouette on her. But the fact that it's like in a velvet of sorts, a really light velvet, you pick up all of the light on the velvet, and I think that it takes away from the gold leaf situation that's meant to be the highlight of the dress. And on the boot, I think that the boot is so heavily covered up in these gold leaves that it just doesn't really have any room to breathe, which again, just is not a great look. I think that the gold leaf would have went fine with it, but I think that it's so hot glued all over the place that it's like, why? So Rita Ora, this actually is not your fault, and I think you were done dirty a little bit. Next up is our sister, James Charles. Pray for her. I actually have done a lot of research about this look. So sister, if you're watching, this is a direct PSA to you. I appreciate the fact that you are bringing in this costume designer, Luke Bryan, whatever his name is. I appreciate that you're bringing him in and you're letting him, you know, design looks for you, incorporating the sisters' apparel motifs. It's great, very smart business acumen. The top, I think, is not amazing. I don't love the way that it hits the shoulders. I just think that it looks kind of sloppy. I also don't love little pierced nipple hardware. I don't mind the sister's belt. Like, I do mind it, but I don't mind it. I think that it actually stands out a lot in this look. The pants, they're okay. They're not awful, but The nurses, socks, and sneakers, again, not great. My thing is, I would love to be a sister consultant to bring in some amazing creatives to work their magic with the Sisters Apparel brand. There has to be some sort of more creative aspect, and I think James has to really get out of the streetwear, sportswear, Kylie Jenner apparel situation. I think he really does need to jump out into like multiple genres. I think he really needs to like work his magic. I just think when it comes to like the fashion looks, he needs somebody that's like amazing at referencing, amazing at like really bringing him looks that are not done all that often or that are newly done by a young male. Like, I really do think that he could be really amazing. It's just he doesn't have somebody giving him the right knowledge and the right tools to make those things happen. Next up is Sabrina Carpenter, and she is wearing Tom Ford. I just don't love this for her. I don't know what it is about Sabrina Carpenter. I just don't think that things work all that well. She does look really, really young. She's like a beautiful little cherub. And I feel like when they try to dress her up and make her look like this mature woman, I just don't think it works. I'm not saying to dress her like the toddler section at Kohl's, but I don't think that making her mature right now is working. Next up is Scarlett Johansson. She's wearing Versace, and honestly, I don't really hate this all that much. It's Versace, so I'm like, but I will say I do like this bustier corset. I think it's actually in a really nice color. I like the big black belt. I like the pants. I feel like everything fits really well. It's very like 80s, but not, oh my god, Gianni Versace 80s. Like, it's just kind of a reference back to the 80s, which is good. I will say that I did see the look from, I believe it's Resort or something like that. It's Resort or Pre-Fall. But I do like that it had a little Versace t-shirt under it, which I know I would never ever say. Maybe I'm like not myself. Maybe I have a parasite inside my body, but like I do kind of like the t-shirt bustier situation, especially with this color. Like, I feel like it would have worked as well. Next up is Shay Mitchell. She is wearing, don't know, don't care. But again, we're back to like origami nation, and I hate it. I need it to go. Please stop this madness. It's just fugly. Like the black strap, no. The black weight, no. Like the overarching, like it's too much origami. I don't want it. I love Japan. I love their cultural masterpieces, but like this is not something that needs to be happening. And if somebody's gonna do it, I prefer that it was one of the Japanese designers. Yohji Yamamoto, Rei Kawakubo, Norkai Ninomiya, Sakai, Junya Watanabe, any of them that wanna come in and do an origami situation, maybe even an Issei Miyake, but like whatever this is, this origami nation gotta stop immediately. Tyga, honey, I love this. I don't love the full look. Let me just say, I love that leather. I think it's really beautiful. It's really supple. It has character. It's nice. I feel like it looks like Calvin Klein, but I'm not sure if it is. I don't love the shoes. I don't love the way that it's not kind of more fitted. I feel like because it's that oversized, it doesn't really do Tyga that much justice, but I love this leather. I'm obsessed with it. I think it's really good. I want it every day of my life. Please just put it in me. Put it on me also, but put it in me too. Finally, I want to talk about Nicki Minaj real quick. Nicki, you wore a beautiful Moncler Pure Paolo Patchouli moment in your Drip music video, or Drip, I don't know. And then you also wore custom Gareth Pugh, like it was beautiful. Why don't I ever get to see that in anything but a music video? Huh? Like, I just want to see a beautiful Gareth Pugh look from you. I think it would be amazing and stunning and stellar. You should have had like multiple dancers in the Pure Paolo Moncler moment. It would have been so good. Like, but no, we get chain, bandage, booty dress, which like, fine, but I've seen enough of them. Give me a look, please. And with that, that is the end of this People's Choice Awards roast. I was nice. I was actually very nice, I think, today. So if I see one comment being like, you're so awful and Rudy hated everything. Incorrect. But with that, this is it. It's done. It's over. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry I'm not putting out content a lot, but I'm working on it. I was having a mental breakdown, but we're good now. So I will see you guys in the next video, and TTYO.